Alright, boys, we are back. Time to continue our Calgary Flames GM mode commentary. Fresh off our huge trade, Mike Camilleri to the Philadelphia Flyers for the first overall pick this year and next year. There's a few other players in there, but that was basically the main point of the trade, alright? Now, I was reading your comments in the last video, and there was actually a few updates that I didn't even realize. I was playing a lot of GM mode before the EA Sports Season Ticket came out, and when this EA Sports Season Ticket came out, there was a roster update. And if you guys remember, I said that this year's draft class would have everyone who was drafted this year and everyone who was coming up actually this year in the NHL. But with the roster update, they put all the rookies on the team. So if you go to Toronto, they got Morgan Riley on Toronto, and they've actually made him a lot better. He was like a 2-star when I first got the game. All right, but Morgan Riley, their pick from this year, is actually on Toronto. All right, and I'll show you guys the first top 5 picks because I'm sure you guys want to see them. So we got Morgan Riley. We'll go to Edmonton. We got Nail Yakupov on Edmonton. All right, 18 years old. His potential, 4.5 stars, so he will be a superstar. He's only 62 overall, but if you put him in the NHL this year, you put him on the first or second line this year, by next year he'll be low 80s at least, all right? So he's good. Who went second overall? Columbus, Ryan Murray. Columbus. Let's check how good Ryan Murray is. I'm pretty sure they're all 4.5 star. Ryan Murray, yep, 4.5 stars, 60 overall. All right. Third overall, was it the Islanders, Griffin Reinhart. The Islanders, there you go. All skaters, age, Griffin Reinhart. There you go, he's 4.5 stars as well. So a lot of these players are the same. Like Murray, Riley, and Reinhart would basically turn out to be the same kind of defenseman. And who went 5th overall? No, the Leafs went 5th overall. Griffin Reinhart went 4th overall. And Galchenyuk from Montreal went 3rd overall. My apologies. Galchenyuk, there you go, Habs fans. Don't worry. Got you guys covered. There you go, 4.5 stars, all right? He looks like he's going to be a great center playmaker for the Montreal Canadiens in this game, all right? So, Montreal fans, if there's any GM guys out there who love picking the Montreal Canadiens, you have your center of the future. Put him on the first line on year 1, tank. Year 2, he'll be 80-something overall, guarantee you, okay? All right, so there you go. Those are those players. So I know now that those players on those teams, so maybe we can make trades, especially with what we're doing, okay? But there was one more thing I wanted to do. If you guys look at our salary cap, right, we have $11 million to work with. Now, we still want to trade away players like Jerome, Kiprusoff, possibly Bouwmeester, and Giordano. But just like you can't go past a certain salary cap, you can only have a minimum salary cap as well. And I think it's something like 55 mil or something around that area. I know that you can only have like $15 million salary cap available. If you go down to like 16 or 17, it'll say league does not approve because you've hit the minimum salary cap. So if I was to trade away Jerome McGinley right now, I think I would go past the minimum salary cap. So what I want to do is I want to go back into free agency because I actually forgot to go to free agency, and there actually is a few players in free agency that we could sign. All right, I want to sign some of these players for trade assets, and I also want to sign some older guys, give them a nice severance package if we need to, so that we can trade our older guys away and not worry about the minimum salary cap, all right? But guys like Cam Barker and Gilbert Brule, we can sign these guys, all right? Cam Barker's actually pretty good, 81 overall, top 6 defenseman, 26 years old. He wants a lot, but we can afford it, and then we can trade him away. 2 years, or if he turns out to be a good defenseman, I mean, he's only 26 years old, 5 years, he'll be 31, right? So we'll give him a 2-year contract just so we can change that in 2 years, but for the next 2 years, we can definitely afford it, so I want to make sure I get him. I'll give him 4.5 mil. All right, because remember, he's a free agent. He's not a re-signing. I have to overextend to make sure I get him. Gilbert Brule, I know what you're saying. 79 overall doesn't look the greatest, but remember, they lowered everything. He's a third-line scorer at 25 years old. Not too bad, all right? Another team would definitely be interested in him for the right price. So, 2 years again, I'll give him a little bit of a raise as well, just to make sure I get him. Don't want to make him too much because then his trade value does go down. I'll give him 4.3. There you go, 4.3. All right, so there you go. Rangers, Sopel, Morrison. I don't want those guys. Picardo, Sullivan. Nah. There's no one really else I want overall-wise. See if there's any potential guys. Riley's 25. Bystrom, 18. Ooh, damn, 3.5 star potential. Man, this new roster update. I did all my GM modes before the EA Sports Season Ticket came out. All these guys. Teo Teravainen, isn't that the Chicago first-round pick this year? Yeah, he is, the 18th overall pick. How is he in free agency? Oh my God, we're going to have to try and sign him. All right, what we got to do first before I go back in here. Actually, you know what? I'll just sign them right now. So I've already tried to sign Barker, Brule. Let me try to sign that Teo Turavainen guy. Yeah, man. Toivo Turavainen. All right, we'll get him 3 years at 7.75. All right. There's a few other guys in here. Weston Wilson, Armia, Hanakapa. We'll just hold off on that for now. Hang on. Goalies, because I want to make sure I get everyone signed. Leclerc as a backup. No, we don't need that. We don't need any more goalies. Johan Gustafsson, 3.5 stars. No, that's not the goof. That's another one. We don't need a potential goalie like that. Actually, yeah, I'll sign another potential goalie with 3.5 star. Why not? Potential. I gave away Carlson in the last video, so Irving needs something. Just in case. We'll give you 3 years at 0.7, because it doesn't matter. It's a two-way contract anyways. All right. Good. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to clean up my roster a little bit. Let me just trade away some excess players that I know I'm not going to need. All right. Let's see here. Goalies. No, we have 4 goalies, and I'll get that 5th one. That's fine. Defensemen. All right, we have a lot of defensemen. Do I have any old guys down here? Ooh, look at these. Oh, yeah, 28, 29, 26. I don't need these guys. Let's see how good they are. Hang on. Minor league top 6 defenseman. Nah, I don't need you. I can trade him away. Oh, man. I hate that. When you go into it, it resets. Okay, Piscula. Wilson. How good is he overall? Hang on, let me just go over here. He's minor league top 4. Nah, we don't need you. And who's that third guy? Carson, 26 years old. Minor league top 4, don't need you. All right, 3 guys. Let me see if I can get a like a second-round pick. I might be able to get a second-round pick from a team for this if they want to give away the second-round pick, because they're 3 depth players. Anaheim can't do it. Boston can do it. Let's see if it'll. I don't think that'll go through. Let me just add a 7th to it. And a 6th. All right. Let me take away the 6th, because late draft picks actually can be good now. Yeah. Let's see if that goes through. Oh, it did go through. Damn. Yeah, I guess Boston really wanted those players, all right? You see what I mean? They're willing to give up that second-round pick, so the value drops a lot. They didn't want my players, but I guess they're looking for some depth on their minor league team. Whatever, I'm not. I'm tanking, son. I want rookies. I want a new batch of players everywhere. It's been too long that the Calgary Flames have been the laughing stock of the Western Conference. All right? Yeah, you heard me, Calgary, but don't worry. We're going to turn it around. All right, what right wingers? We have enough right wingers. I don't want to give away any left wingers. Same thing. We don't have a lot. We have a lot of centers. I can give away a few centers here. Same down here. Mackey and Walter. These 2 guys, 28 and 29 years old. I'll give away these 2 players, and then that's it. I'll stop there. All right, is there another team that I can give away their second-round pick? Buffalo can't. Carolina? No. Chicago? No. Colorado? They can give away their second. Will they give it to me? No, they won't give their second for that. Third? Won't give a third. Wow, 4th. Just give me a 4th and a 5th. Let's see. No. How about just the 4th? All right. So I got a 4th out of it. All right. So this year's draft is already looking pretty good. 2 firsts, 2 seconds, a 3rd, 2 4ths, 5th, and a 6th. All right. So I mean, we're gonna come out of this year's draft with like at least 4 good prospects, and I'm not done yet. All right. I'm not done yet. All right. So we've made those trades now. Before I make the trade for Iginla or Kippersoft, let me just best lines for HL. Let me simulate up a few days, get Cam Barker and Brule decided, and see what the salary cap situation is, and then make the trade. Because you never know, I might want to tie Iginla and Kippersoft in one deal to get maybe one really good player. A lot of you guys were saying go for a prospect. The only thing is, remember what I said, every prospect now, they can't get any better. It's not like when they're young, their trade value is not that high anymore. If someone has like 4 stars, 4.5 stars, their trade value is going to be very good. And Iginla's trade value is only like a quarter. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get like a guy like Morgan Riley or Yakupov for a 1v1 trade with Iginla. That wouldn't work. A team wouldn't give that up. They wouldn't give up a future superstar for an old veteran. All right, I'm thinking more of a first-round pick or a 3.5 star, or maybe I add something to it to get a really good prospect back. Why am I in here? I'm going to wait to get assistant coach, which is 80 points. All right. GM, yeah, blah. So I got my first phone, but then they took it away from me. Why? Because I offered those rookies too much. I want to make sure I get them, man. Jeez. Don't be hating. Come on, simulate here. All right, so we got Gilbert Brule. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. That's good. Yeah, Johan Gustafsson, so we got that goalie, good. Toivo Teravainen, all right, so we got him. Cam Barker is not decided yet, hang on. Let's simulate up. Let's see if we got Cam Barker. And we got Cam Barker. All right, so good. Good. We made some strides there. We made some good acquisitions. All right, so now that we've got that. Oh, actually, no. I should bring Cam Barker up to the team so that I can make trades. Hang on a sec. Let me send Kessel down. Axon down. Horick down. All right, let me bring up Barker. Brule. Goalies. Gustafson, you can stay down there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We can back out now. Best lines. All right. So, once again, I'm going to do the same thing in the next trade as I did with Camilleri, okay? I'm going to look through basically every team. I'm not going to just jump the gun on the first player I see. First, let's go into the trading block, and let's see if there's any players that other teams have that I'd be very interested in. All right? Anyone who's under the age of 23 with at least 4-star potential. Andrew Shaw, not bad, but 3.5-star potential. I'm looking for somebody who can turn my team around, okay? First round picks, we'll look at those later. We can go through the teams. I'm looking for specific players right now. Nope, no one there. Nope, no one there. Let's see. Desjardins, Hal Gill, Chris Mason. All these older guys. Chris Kreider. Chris Kreider from the New York Rangers, 4-star. All right, we will remember that, all right? Chris Kreider. Gonchar, Alfredson. Yeah, right, Ottawa would never trade Alfredson. Wellwood. No, he's only 3.5-star. 3.5-star, 3.5-star. Johnson, no. No. Looks like Kreider would be the best so far. St. Louis, Salo, no. Toronto Maple Leafs, damn. Toronto's willing to give up their first-round pick this year. I might want to take that. They might not be a good team this year. All right, so it looks like the best player that was available, rookie-wise, on the trading block was Chris Kreider, and that's actually somebody I would like to go after. Now, the reason I would want to go after him is I wouldn't go after a first-round pick from the Rangers. They're way too good of a team. If you look at their team, we know they're good. Gabrick, Stahl, McDonough, Richards, Nash, Stepan, Hagelin, Kreider, who they're willing to trade away. I mean, and these guys are all like roster updated. I mean, look, they have their first line, their second line. They only have 2 second-liners. Wow. And 2 third-liners and a bunch of fourth-liners. Let's see what they have defensively. 1, 2. They have 4 top 4, so they're working on their top 2 because they're still young. And yes, I saw that question. The top 4 will change to a top 2 once his overall gets high enough. All right, it does work like that. When your overall drops, he'll drop down to a role, or if it gets better, he'll get better to a role. Like he'll expect better minutes because his overall went up. And they have a 2 bottom 6. But then, of course, the Rangers would definitely have Lundqvist in the net. Yeah, Lundqvist. Elite goalie for sure. Yeah, elite goalie. All right, so Kreider, let's see if they have any other rookie guys on their team that I could get out of them. Because just Kreider for Ginla, that doesn't work for me. And I don't even think they'd be able to take... Oh, no, they would be able to take him. Okay, let's see what this St. Croix guy is about. 58 overall, 3.5-star. No, I don't like that 3.5-star. That's crap. McIlwraith, 4-star, defenseman. All right, I like that. I definitely like that. And that with Kreider could be a very nice combination. You're getting a left wing 4-star player with a defensive 4-star player. 21 and 20 years old. I definitely like that combination. Now, let me see if there's anyone else that we could just work with here. St. Croix, I didn't like. Let me see these guys. 3-star, 4-star. 3.5-star, 4-star, 4-star for Stepan, Delzato. No, we don't want those players. Okay, so this would be hard anyways just for Jerome for these guys. So let's just see here. Let's see who they're interested in giving away or interested in taking from my team here. They want Bouwmeester, Barker, Backlund, Giordano, Butler. So they're not interested in Jerome whatsoever. All right, but we can add him to the deal just to sweeten it. So hang on a sec. Let me see what I can do here. I'm so glad I can make more than one trade here because Calgary definitely needs it. Absolutely. But this is hard, right? This is not going to be an easy trade to work with. So Iggy, Iggy doesn't cover Kreider or this guy. If he was green, you might be able to get 1-for-1 because they want to give away both these guys, but he's not. So we're definitely going to have to add someone back here. Goalies, they definitely don't want a goalie. They have King Henrik in the net. Hang on a sec. Skaters giving away. Bouwmeester, I could give away Barker. Now I just signed him. I could give him away, which would be an asshole thing to do. But what are you gonna do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. That's why I signed him. Backlund, we're keeping. Giordano, Butler. What was Butler about? He's a 3.5-star. I mean, he's nothing special. I don't like 3.5-star. I like 4-star. But he is a top 6. Like he fills out your team for the future. So I wouldn't mind holding on to him. Blake Como, they wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't mind keeping him. Gilbert Brule, they would want. Dennis Wideman, I think I could trade away to them. Yeah, I'm gonna give them Wideman. Now, why won't they accept that? Let me just see why won't they accept that. It puts us too close to the maximum salary cap. Are you interested in giving away any other skaters here that have salary in them? Let's see. No, not really. Oh, you see what I mean, boys? It's not just a quick little negotiation now. It takes a little bit. Let me see. Let me just sort by salary and find Redden. I can take Wade Redden's salary cap off your hands for you. All right, he's 35 years old. How good is he actually in this game? I didn't even notice. Yeah, he's 76. A depth defenseman. You don't want to be paying that. All right, give me Wade Redden. All right, that'll make that trade go through. So, Aginla for Redden. All right, Wideman for, oh, damn, we're definitely still going to have to add to this. All right, we're going to have to add to this still. But we've taken $6.5 million off the table, so that's good for us. Okay. Let's see who we, okay, I can give away staging. If I do this kind of stuff, no, salary cap becomes a problem again. All right. It's going to have to be somebody with not a lot of salary. Backlund wouldn't be bad. I'm holding on to Backlund. It has to be Como or Butler. I think I want to hold on to Como and give away Butler. Well, they could accept that. Actually, no, I'd hold on to, oh, damn, hang on. Let me just check out Butler and Como. He's a 3.5 star. I can hold on to him for the future. Defensive awareness is only 83. All right, let me just check out Blake Como. If Blake Como is a good grinder, like right now, because he's only 26, I'll hold on to him. Third line score. He's a scoring. I thought he was a grinder. He's a two-way forward, actually. Defensive awareness is 84. Offensive awareness is 82 as a third liner. Body checking is great. He's just not a great skater. Everything else is like 4-star. Now, I want to hold on to Blake Como over Bobby Butler. Yeah, I'm going to be trading Butler away. Hang on a sec. Try trade Butler in this deal. All right. I already put him on the table. Okay, very nice, because we're getting, it's basically Butler is going to be replaced by Dealin McIlwraith, all right? And we're going to play him this year, definitely. 4-star, we're going to play all of our 4-star players. And Kreider, okay, so hang on, let me just see this. So, we're giving up a player that they don't really want, Jarome Iginla, but he does have some trade value. And they're giving up a player they don't want to give up, Wade Redden, but Jarome Iginla's trade value covers that. All right? Now, McIlwraith and Kreider's trade value are both the same, and Wideman and Butler's trade value are both the same, but they don't equal these guys. But the good thing about it is they both want Wideman and Butler, and they want to give away Kreider and McIlwraith, all right? So, even though they don't equal out, they are getting a little bit here. Now, hang on. Let me see if there's anything else I could add to this. All right. Maybe another young guy with no... Like, Backlund I could add, but I'm not. I'm holding on to Backlund. This guy, I mean, Smith I could give them. That doesn't do anything to the trade. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, so Jarome, we got to try and get you on the New York Rangers because, you know what? That would give him a very good chance to win the Stanley Cup, and we're getting two great prospects back here. I really want to make this trade go through. So if I have to use a draft pick from later years here, I'm going to do it. We're going to sacrifice later years to get these two players. So let's just try to execute the trade. Actually, no, I'm going to add one more draft pick to it just so they don't get pissed off, all right? And we're going to work from the back here. Remember, I have no trading rules. Okay? We can use draft picks from wherever. All right? It might come back to bite us later because draft picks you can't just easily get back. But if I'm getting these two guys, I mean, we got 10 years out of these two guys. All right? They're two great players, and we don't need these two guys. Butler, I kind of don't want to get rid of Butler, but you got to do it if you're getting two almost superstars back. All right? So with the second, let's see what happens. All right, so on behalf of the New York Rangers, I'm going to have to decline this offer. But I have to give you credit for doing a good job on the proposal that would otherwise be considered fair value, you see. Ultimately, however, considering this offer would address... considering the need this offer would address, we don't think it makes sense to take on the salary of Jarome Iginla. Look at that, you see. So they don't want Jarome Iginla's salary because... they have $12 million of salary cap available right now, but that's probably because guys like Gaborik and Nash are down in the minors. They can't afford another $7 million player. So, you see what I mean? The GMs are smart. They're not just going to sign them all and then have to keep somebody in the minors. So, they don't want Jarome. All right, so Jarome, you're coming off. All right, we'll take Wade Redden off now, too, because now we can make this trade just go through the way it is. All right, so we can just do Wideman and Butler for Kreider and McIlwraith. and a second-round pick. All right, will it go through? Yes, it did. On behalf of the New York Rangers organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. So once again, they weren't too happy about that trade, but that was a great trade. I have to say, we made the trade and we still have Jerome McGinley. Gave up a second-round pick, which is big, all right? That's something that we're going to have to try and get back in the future, but look what we did. We got Chris Kreider and McIlwraith. So now on our team, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-star players. All right, Barker's one of them, so I guess he doesn't really count. But 4 4-star players that are rookies. And if you go down here, Barchees, he's a 4.5-star player. All right, Reinhardt, who I didn't count, so there's 5 4-star players. So we now have 5 4-star players and a 4.5-star player. All right, so slowly but surely making the trades to make the Calgary Flames a lot better. We still have a lot of players to trade away here, boys. All right, we're not even close to beginning the season. I want to get our best players off the team so that we tank the year. All right, so let me know. Jerome, Kiprusoff, who should we try and get back? We got 2 great studs there, and the fact that all the prospects that got drafted this year are on their actual teams, maybe someone like Yakupov, Murray, Riley should end up in Calgary. Let me know, boys. Let me know.